What is up, peeps? Welcome back to more gaming news. A situation I did not think could get worse somehow did. Last week we talked about DrLupo and his cheating situation in the $100,000 PogChamps chess tournament, in which he made 26 perfect moves against another creator known as Wolfie, who was also your top-seeded favorite in this blitz-style chess tournament. And DrLupo not only beat him once, but beat him twice. And on the second go-around, he also beat him after giving up his queen and then making a couple dozen perfect moves. And of course, I'm sure you guys have seen this by now. It went viral as he somehow did not think he would get caught.
Oh my God. Let's go!
He then later withdrew from the tournament, and of course PogChamps and chess.com also had their rulings about this, where they later DQ'd him for unfair play. And at that point, we were thinking, okay, based on his first admission, he had used a second stream monitor and also his chat to make those moves. Now, this was also under fire because people were thinking, even if you had watched the stream or had your chat help you, to make 26 perfect moves is incredibly difficult to do, to which we then later found out after, unfortunately, he went live and apologized and, again, kind of lied about the situation by underplaying what he did. He admitted to cheating and using his chat. Well, he didn't tell us that he was also using an engine to simulate his moves. So here was the original apology.
What ended up happening, I betrayed the trust of the chess community. I betrayed the trust of my chat. And I lied directly to Wolf. And so if for some reason you see this, I'm sorry. I got caught in a fight or flight moment and panicked and doubled down. The reason I'm saying this stuff is not because I'm like, I don't want sympathy. I don't need that. Actually, if anything, I told mods to not censor anything in chats today because it's the only, I mean, I deserve it. I do. I absolutely deserve it. I fucked up. I fucked up and hurt people that were probably pretty excited to have a big creator in their space. At least used to be big. I've loved chess for a really long time. Played when I was in middle school and high school. And I am appalled and embarrassed. It's funny too, because I'm the Tarkov guy that's always very anti-cheater, right? And then, of course, it's the person that's so loud and vocal about it that turns around and ends up doing it. And it sucks. I don't have like I want to make sure it's clear too. I don't have like a script or anything. This is mostly just me talking off the top of my head because I wanted to make sure that you understood I'm not trying to I didn't chat GPT or pre-write something. I thought a lot about it, about what to say, but I didn't want to write anything because I want to make sure that you understood that I was being genuine. I recognize too that by betraying your trust, because I lied to you guys too. The people that watch me, obviously there's going to be people that are going to be flowing in and saying all sorts of stuff all day. I deserve it. It's fine. Let it go. You don't. Nobody that watches me has to defend. I'm a 38-year-old man, and of all the places to do what I did it in a tournament for a game that I very much enjoy. And it was dumb as fuck, man. So yeah, I'm sorry for that.
But then, after the blow-up and within 24 to 48 hours, this was not going anywhere. We had big streamers, Ludwig reacting to this, Asmongold calling for his ban on Twitch, which, again, I think is fair. This is a bannable offense on Twitch. Even Gotham Chess stepping in to give their 2 cents on the situation, and it was getting really bad by this point.
The message here is, some people do this stuff like the simul, like this, because chess has this really weird way of just getting deep inside your soul, and you just feel not good enough or not intelligent enough or not, it really attacks your psyche in many ways. And so you just you just do it. You read the chat or you do something else, And the other on the other side of playing unfairly is people just like the doctor. They just think chess is like this stupid little board game. They're like, who cares? Like I'm using it to learn. Those are kind of like the two schools of thought for why people do something like this. Both are bad. And in this case, yeah, Lupo is very clearly has a track record of doing a lot of very good things. But this was not one of them. He messed up big time. And he should own up to it. Maybe even more than he already has. All right, he should maybe host a chess tournament. All right, he likes doing stuff for charity. Admit to it. Do something positive. Life goes on. I don't like the other two schools of thought that exist when something like this happens. People are like in his chat going, contact his sponsors. It's ridiculous. This is a completely heinous overstepping in today's society, like to go to that level. And then on the same side, you have the people that are like, kudos to you for owning up to it. Like, no, both schools of thought, in my opinion, like the truth is somewhere in the middle. All right. You can do something stupid, and provided that it is something like this and not, the myriad of other stupid things you can do in life that result in much worse outcomes. Apologize, do something good. We'll all move on. You know what I mean?
And this is when DrLupo made his second or third official statement on it all, where we found out he had lied a couple of times in his first responses, kind of downplaying the cheating he had done. First, it was chat in a stream, and then it became his admission to using an engine during a $100,000 chess tournament. Certainly a huge no-no, and he put out a huge statement, finally admitting all of it, saying, I screwed up big time. The internet has been right basically since the beginning, and it's taken me multiple waves of self-reflection and internal fighting to get to the point where I can fully admit my fault without holding back. I lied to the internet repeatedly. I cheated, betrayed the trust of countless people that believed in me, viewers, family, friends, everyone, myself. I carry a lot of baggage, and you all got exposed to it in the worst way. I lied to Daniel Wrench. I also lied to Wolfie and used him as a prop on stream. He didn't deserve that. None of you did. I messaged him directly to apologize, and I'll gladly do it on stream too. I spent a big part of my life being really good at games. When I suddenly wasn't good enough, I lied. Between games while waiting, they said to be sure to only have one chess.com window open, so I was playing games against a computer on my other monitor using live chess, where my chat window usually is to practice between rounds. Once I blundered my queen, I panicked. I used the analysis feature there, and my brain couldn't stop after that. I figured out the lines, but every time I panicked after that, I did it again. It wasn't something that I planned on doing. I really did practice quite a bit leading up to the event. People kept asking me why I did it. I think I did it for a false sense of validation, to convince myself that I could win when clearly I shouldn't have. It was disrespectful to the entire online chess community. I was stupid enough to not even consider the consequences of what I was doing, and I accept those consequences now because I deserve it. I understand that people are going to question everything in my career now. I don't blame them. I was the guy that vocally hated people who cheated in video games. Tarkov is riddled with it, and I did the most hypocritical thing I could do. I talked about mental health on stream yesterday morning because that stuff is very real for me. I'm restarting therapy this afternoon. I found someone through Sondermine that was available almost immediately, which was nice. I clearly have a problem with honesty to myself and those that care about me. It sucks that it took something like this to blow up in my face, but I'm hoping that it results in me finally fixing problems with myself that I've had for years. I'm sorry to everyone, my friends and family, people that watch me, anyone that I associate with. I betrayed your trust. I hope one day people can forgive me, and I understand if they can. And this was met with a variety of responses. There are the more trolls and the more diehards out there who still hated the fact that he had lied multiple times, which I think is understandable. This is not something I ever expected in a million years from a guy like DrLupo. Have met him several times, have covered him tons of times, really do enjoy the guy, and I mean, I even had real life friends texting me like, what just happened? Like, this is the most mind-blowing thing, because you look at someone who has been praised, and again, rightfully so, for all of his charitable efforts, raising multiple millions and millions of dollars year in and year out for charity, to then do this, which even self-admittedly is so hypocritical because he's been so critical of cheaters in online video games, and then he did it himself. It's just mind-blowing we're even in a situation like this to begin with. So I understand the anger out there. Some of it certainly taken too far. There's people out there questioning the validity of his charitable efforts, which I think is insane. But the anger is certainly it's okay, right? It's just a crazy situation, and it is wrong, and he does deserve a Twitch ban, as many others before him have been banned for cheating on Twitch. I'm actually surprised they have not banned him yet. That's probably not doing him any favors. I'm sure that even he probably wants a ban at this rate, because that does not do any favors when Twitch doesn't ban you when you deserve a ban. But I think there was also some more reasonable responses out there. Nemo had one. I think his Watson, a former Apex Pro, also had a really good take in all of this of like, hey man, like I understand and you will be forgiven, but the fact that you lied about this multiple times, downplaying your cheating efforts, and then finally came out with the correct information. Yeah, I think that was actually a well put take on all of this. And it's just maybe it's best to take a step back, and he's getting the help he needs in all of this. And I think obviously one day that things will come around, but it's a crazy situation for DrLupo that did get worse, and it will get worse before it gets better. So an absolute crazy situation when you cheat in a $100,000 tournament, and we'll see how DrLupo does bounce back from this. A lot of people having their own recommendations of how he could, like maybe host a chess tournament and then donate all of that money to charity. I think that's a great idea, and we'll see what happens for his future. So till next time, I hope you guys all enjoy. What do you think about the DrLupo situation? And we'll see you back here sometime soon with some better gaming news, I'm sure. Till then, take care. We'll see you soon.